And we are back for the 2016 Meet the Candidates, the primary edition, which is held on May 3rd. And we have the Commissioner District 3 candidates on the Democratic side, Ellis McQueen and Donald Steinert. Ellis, give us your opening statement.
I'm Ellis McQueen. I'm running for County Commissioner District 3. And I was born and raised in Fayette County. I've lived here all my life. I grew up working on a farm, a dairy farm, and after that I held a couple of jobs. Then got on the police department, and where I did 29 years, and I retired from there. I served in the National Guard for 6 years. I'm married to Carol McQueen, who is the Chief of Police of Connersville. I'm pretty active in the community, and I serve on the Whitewater Valley REMC nominating committee and several other committees. And currently I work for Griffey Farms part-time.
All right, Donald.
I'm Donald Steinert, running for Commissioner District 3. I was born and raised in Everton, born and raised on the family farm just a mile east of Everton. Graduated from Connersville High School when I was 18. Still in high school, went to work at Stamp Manufacturing. Worked there until 1981, and due to layoffs and that, I lost my position there, and done various jobs for several years, and went to work for Irving Materials in 1989 as a plant manager down there, and I've held that job for almost 27 years now. I was a member of the Everton Volunteer Fire Department for 25 years. I've been on the Everton Water Corporation Board of Directors for 22 years, 18 of those as president. I'm very committed to what I do. I'm familiar with budgeting and living within budgets. Me and my wife have been married for 42 years. We've got 3 children and 11 grandchildren. And I would appreciate your vote.
All right, Ellis, why are you running for District 3 Commissioner?
I like Fayette County. Like I said, I've lived here my whole life. I think Fayette County is a great county to live in. We have some problems, of course, but that is, like everyone said, it's nationwide. It's not just here. And I think that Fayette County has a lot of things that we probably need to work on, to emphasize on, and to promote. I think that we have a good park and recreation system. We're very close to Brookville Lake. It's a great area. Whitewater State Park. There's a lot of things that I think that we have out there that we don't utilize like we should. I think that one thing I would like to do is I would like to take care of what we have. I think we worry a lot about getting jobs, and I think that's very important. But I also think that we need to take care of what we have. We need the businesses that we have. We need to look at those. We need to go talk to them. We need to ask them what they need. If they need help, we need to polish those. The activities, the different things that we do, I think that we need to work here. We need to get people to live here. I think we're going to be hard pressed to get a lot of big industry in Connersville. Everybody, we're such a competitive nation anymore that it's hard to get people here. We don't have an interstate. We have just the main highways, the state roads. People are looking for the interstates, big cities, easy to get in and out of, and make it quick. But so I think if we would focus on getting people to live here, that will help us to get some other stuff going. And we got a good school system. It's a great place to live, and I think we just need to focus on that and promote it and get it out there so people know that we're willing to work with them and basically, like I said, take care of our own. We got some really good county employees. I think we need to take a look at that and try to work with some of the county employees and make their quality of life and comfort a little better if we can. I know money's tight. It's tight everywhere. But we've got some really, really good employees. And I think we need to work with those. But Connersville, Fayette County is a great place to live. And I also believe that we need to work with the city government and sit down and try to come up with a common goal where we're all working in the same direction instead of several different directions. I think we need to work together and try to focus on the same thing, not several different things.
Donald, why are you running for this office?
It's something I've thought about for several years, a long time really. And I just kind of feel like the timing is right now. I do hold a full-time job with Irving Materials, and it's a 50-60 hour a week job is what I do. I have been assured by my company that I will have all the time that I need to take care of this job. One of the goals that I would like to see is a maintenance and upkeep program better instituted than what has been done in the past. One of my pet peeves is what we call panic maintenance. We don't do anything until it's broken. We can save money, the county can, by fixing problems when they're small rather than waiting until they get completely out of control. For an instance, back several years ago, the county highway department bought 5 new dump trucks at one time. In my opinion, and my opinion only, I think that was a wrong thing to do. I think that they need to be replaced more as one at a time rather than buying 5 at one time instead of spending all this money at one time. Let's do it a little bit at a time as we go. That's the way I operate at home, and that's the way I would like to operate with the county. That's one of the goals that I would like to have. If you can control your money that way, you can stay within your budget. You have to work with the county council. They set the budgets, and then you have to work with those budgets and stay inside of them. If you do that, then everything works good. I believe by working with the county council and the city councils, Zane touched on it a little bit earlier about a Unigov. I'm not in favor of Unigov at this point in time, but I do believe you can do a lot of buying. You have a lot of buying power when you buy in bulk, and you can do things together and share those kind of things. Those are a few things that I would like to see, and I think they're items that need to be addressed by operating in our budgets.
Thank you. Ellis, what is the #1 priority facing the office that you're seeking?
Well, obviously money. I think every county in the state's probably having difficulty with money. Fayette County has no exemption. I think we need to focus real hard, like I said, on what we have. I talked to a business owner just this week, and he's been in business for, I think he told me 28, 29 years. And I asked him, I said, in the 29 years you've been in business, how many times has someone from county government, city government came to you and says, hey, how can we help keep you here? How can we help make this better? And he says, 0. And I know for a fact that there was a certain business that had some problems, and they were talking about leaving, and at that time, some people did go talk to him and ask him, said, "Hey, what can we do for you?" And he said, "Where was you 10 years ago?" So I think what we have is very important. With anything, you have to have a solid foundation, and I think that if we work on what we have, and I think it's all the community. We got a great community. We got good people in our community, and I think if we bring those people together and we all work for that common goal, and the rest will kind of fall into place.
Thank you, Alice. Donald, I'll ask you the same question. What do you consider to be the #1 priority in the office that you're seeking?
The #1 priority in the office that I'm seeking, I think, would be getting along and working as a team with the county commissioners, the county council, the mayor, and the city council. I think that's very important. You got to put them like a set of gears. They've got to mesh. And if you get a tooth off of that gear, then things don't work right. And I'm not saying that in the past they haven't. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody, but I think we can improve on working together. And I know that the county council and the commissioners and the city council have had a meeting and are leaning towards that. And I think it really needs to be pushed a lot. We can touch briefly on the drug problem that there is in Fayette County and nationwide. It didn't happen overnight. It's not going to be corrected overnight. It's going to take a long, long time. And there's, my opinion, there's not a single cut and dried answer. I would like to investigate a few things. Rehab, they talk about rehab, but you can't help people that don't want to help themselves. But by the same token, people can't help themselves if they don't have an avenue to go down that. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see something along them lines too.
Thank you very much, Donald. Elvis, final closing statements.
First of all, I'd like to thank you, Ron, for having us here and being the moderator. I would like to thank Channel 3. The only thing I can tell you honestly about the Commissioner District 3 is that I will give you 100%. I will be fair and I will be honest, and I will be committed. And I do have common sense, and I can make a decision if necessary on a split moment. I think that we do live in a great community, and that if we work on it really hard, we can go somewhere. And I would appreciate your vote May the 3rd for County Commissioner, District 3.
All right, Ellis. Thank you. Donald, closing statements for you, sir.
Again, the same as Ellis, I'd like to thank you folks for having us here this evening and giving us an opportunity to voice a few things. I'd also like to thank, I've had a lot of people over the last year ask me to run for commissioner, and I really appreciate that. Makes you feel real good when people ask you to do something. I do know about working as a team in my job for the last 27 years. I work with 7 other ready-mix concrete plants on a daily basis, moving trucks around and making sure customers are serviced. So I know what it takes to be a team player, to make all that mesh together. I think by bringing that to the table as a commissioner will be a huge asset. I have to make snap decisions on a daily basis, constantly. I think that will be a big asset. By the same token, I don't make, I know it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm not. I don't take big decisions lightly. Just like running for commissioner, it took me probably 8 to 10 years to make up my mind this is what I wanted to do. So I evaluate. I look at a lot of things before I make a decision. I think we've had a lot of knee-jerk decisions made over the last several years. on various projects and whatnot. And I don't make those kind of decisions. I don't make them in my personal life. I don't make them in the water corporation's business. I don't make them in my own business where I work. And I think that's what it takes to be a good commissioner and service the community the way they need to be serviced.
Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Ellis.
Thank you.
Mark Nobby is the Republican candidate, and he runs unopposed. So go out and vote May 3rd. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.